Do you know that 88% of consumers actually want to buy from companies that are ethical and have ethical practices? And that's why it's so important for you to have a social impact in your business, or make sure that you stay in line with ethical practices, like making sure simple things like paying your staff on time, paying your suppliers on time, and also how do you treat the people who are the most vulnerable. Yeah, that is also a part of ethical practices. I'm going to be sharing with you two personal incidences that's happened to me lately. One is a company that I was a customer of, and they were not practicing ethical practices. I found out during Ramadan that they were not paying their staff for many months, and a lot of the staff left, and it was not giving service to the customers like myself. And I decided that I am done. I am not going to support companies that are not practicing ethical practices. Basic things like paying their staff. I mean, that is so basic. We as customers, we pay for a service, and we expect the organization to pay their staff. But when they don't pay their staff or they don't pay their suppliers, it will affect customers like myself. So we're done with that. And also, we want to hold companies like this accountable for their practices. And if they do not practice ethics, for example, they destroy environment, they are not ethical in production of their goods and services, for example, abusing animals or children in order for them to get that product out, that would not be on my list of recommended products, and I will make sure that it will not also be shared with everyone else. It will be shared with everyone else that they are not practicing ethical practices as well. And another incident is more recent, that happened to me in a hospital. And I've done training for many hospitals, and I've had very good experiences with customer service. But this one particular hospital that was so obvious in how they treated people, especially patients, and they were not giving love and care. Instead, they were attacking them, like, oh, you got to pay up, and they were intrusive. There was no privacy in terms of how they talked to their clients, their customers. And I saw that there was an obvious difference in the way they treated people who they think have money and people who they think do not have money. And that again is oppression. And in my faith, in the Quran and in Islam, the God will not be on the side of the oppressors. And we as Muslims, and also people who believe in God, will not be on the side of oppressors. And that again is very important for us to hold organizations that do not practice ethical practices with their own staff, with their customers, and also using abuse to their customers as well. And of course, I believe it goes both ways. We as customers, we have to be polite, especially when it comes to transactions, asking for a service. But when a company is not fulfilling basic practices like paying their staff salary or paying their suppliers, that affects the production of the goods and services that we customers have engaged them to, that must be held accountable. When an organization do not treat their clients fairly, and I get it, if you pay more, you get more services, but I don't believe if you pay more, you will get a ruder, you will get a more politeness, and if you pay less, you will get abuse. And I do not believe in that. So I believe that everyone, let's be humane, okay? Everyone should be given respect and love, especially if they are unwell, and especially if they're in a hospital. And I will be happy to share with you which hospital if you would like to DM me or have a chat with me, and I will share with you the whole story of how unethical practices has to be called out, has to be the organization has to take responsibility of any abuse that is found out. And I hope that in the business world there will be love and respect. Enough is enough. A lot of times, for years and years in my past, people say, oh, business is business. You cannot be nice in business. I totally disagree with that. I believe business can be ethical, business can make millions of dollars, business can be joyful, and business can add so much value and transform the world. And I believe so much that business can eliminate poverty in this world. We just have to be ethical, and that is so important, everyone. Lots of love and respect, everyone. Have a great week ahead. Good Monday to all of you. Bye.